It's time to fuel our hearts and minds for holistic success as traders and investors in the financial markets. This is today's Bite of Wisdom with Joyce Owens. Good morning, friends out there, fellow traders and investor. Welcome to today's Knockout Investing Bite of Wisdom. And I don't know, we kind of started relatively on time. Time is relative, isn't it? It's on time somewhere in the world, getting started. Anyway, wherever you are in the world, let's talk about time just a little bit, because time is so precious. It's that commodity, it's that currency that is more precious than gold and silver and any kind of currency or diamond in the world, because we're all only given a limited supply of it, a very, very limited supply. And we don't even know how much we have. We don't even know how much we have. Isn't God amazing and great? And in his infinite wisdom, he did this on purpose. And because we have a limited amount of precious time and we don't know how much we have, should we not use it wisely? And by using it wisely, meaning decide what's valuable, what's important, what's absolutely crucial for us to do on a daily basis. And then we have to prioritize it, right? What do we do first, second, third? How much time do we spend on each of the things once we decide what we want to do? Right. And that question leads me to, how do you allocate your time portfolio? It's kind of funny because I think of it like that, right? Just like in your financial portfolio, your investment portfolio, first you decide, how to diversify. What are you going to spend your time on? And then you have what's called asset allocation. Then it's like, okay, well, how much time or how much money are you going to spend on each investment to be properly diversified? And again, same thing with our time, So with trading and investing, first thing we always want to review every day is just the 3 keys to successful trading and investing, because these 3 keys are going to help us decide how we spend our time. And especially when you're just starting out, right? So just as a reminder, the first key is to stack odds in your favor. That means having a proven system, that increases the probability that your trades are going to work. And then you need a set of rules. The set of rules is that system. What's your risk management rules? What's your entry and exit rules? What's your market condition rules for entry, right? What's your technical analysis strategy rules? What kind of fundamental analysis information do you use? All of that is part of the rules that help to stack the odds in your favor. And then last, but certainly not least, is discipline. That's the third and very, very kind of sometimes the hardest key to use, because you need that self-control, that emotional and psychological discipline in order to execute the rules that stack odds in your favor in the first place, right? So how long does it take to learn how to trade? So when you're starting out, or even if you've been trading and investing for years, you come to realize that you kind of just been gambling, right? And you're now on that journey to learn how to do it professionally. How do the professionals do it? If my strategy involves following the banks and institutions, the footprints in the market on where they buy and sell, and I want to do the same thing, how long is that going to take me to learn that strategy and have that discipline? Well, there's just a couple key things to consider, because the time it takes to learn how to do this is different for everyone. First, you have to learn that proven strategy that stacks odds in your favor. Whatever your main strategy is, you need to learn it and understand it, right? And then you want to practice order execution on a platform. So whatever platform you plan on funding your account with whatever broker, use it. Whether it's a free platform online, just to kind of get started, use it. Practice getting in and out, right? Without making mistakes. That's important with order execution. We can be wrong with where to buy and sell, right? That's why we have risk management, but you shouldn't be making a lot of technical errors getting in and out of your trades. The third one is test that strategy. It's so important to test that strategy because that's what helps build your confidence. And what I mean by testing is you're on simulation mode. You're on simulation mode, okay? So it's not about the money right here. You're not worried about losing money or making money. You're just worried about executing the strategy and your rules as flawlessly as possible. And then based upon the numbers, your stats, and the outcome, that's going to help you build that confidence in what you've been practicing. And then once you've kind of nailed that down for a while, and again, this could take months. This might take a year for some people. It depends on how much time, how much time you're putting into this. Okay. And then the fourth thing is you want to create that trade plan. Once you've practiced this whole system, right, then you can have more of a definite trade plan. Okay. Because once you start testing and practicing, you might change the rules for yourself. Your schedule might change. Your risk management rules might change. Where you take profits might change. You're going to learn some things in this process, and therefore you've got a nice and neat, tidy trade plan with all of your rules for your strategy in there. Now it's time to turn it on, baby. Live money, real money. You want to use this strategy, everything you've been practicing, with small risk. Now, this is called the emotional stress test, because until you've got real money on the line, your emotions are kind of suppressed a little bit in simulation mode, right? They start acting up here, but they really start showing their true colors with real money on the line. So by doing this emotional stress test with small risk, but with real money, you're practicing making decisions without that emotional bias. That fear and greed definitely kicks in with real money. Some people just a little bit, some people moderately, but others a lot. It's like these monsters start coming out and you have no idea where they're coming from, but they're going to create a bias. They're going to change how you see the charts. They're going to change how you interpret your technical analysis, right? So this emotional control and lack of bias comes from staying objective. Staying objective. And how do you stay objective to leave your emotions out of it? Well, that comes from trusting your strategy and your trade plan. That's why it's so important to have these stats and numbers. So when you feel those weird emotional monsters start harassing you to start sabotaging your trades, like go back to your stats, go back to your trade plan, have this on your desk where you can review it as needed, and try to avoid indecision, meaning you do nothing. You just watch the trades pass you by. That's called analysis paralysis. You're doing too much, right? You're trying to stack too many odds in your favor. And that's kind of impossible because you're never going to have it 100% down. Okay. And that's all part of the game. So again, I don't know how long this process is going to take for each and every individual person. But again, allocating your time wisely. I know you probably still have a life. You may still have a family you have to take care of. You may still have another full-time job or part-time job. Maybe you have health conditions, whatever it may be. This is going to take some time, right? Time is precious. But would it go back to your why? Go back to why you decided to learn how to do this in the first place. Was it for financial freedom? Was it to have supplement income? Was it to protect your retirement or the savings that you already have? Whatever your reason is, that's important. It was important enough for you to get started on this journey. So allocate your time wisely to learn and to train yourself. And also what cuts down on your time to, professionalism? Well, just what you're doing right now, surrounding yourself with like-minded people to help you, mentors, coaches, a fellowship of other traders, a community to help support you. All of that is going to exponentially speed up the time it takes for you to really master your trading and investing. It's a beautiful thing. The Bible says in Ephesians 15 through 16, see then that you walk circumspectly, right? Wisely, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Use your time wisely, guys. We can either make a foolish decision from moment to moment, a wasteful decision of our time, or a wise one. meaning every moment we spend of every day is a seed being planted, is a seed being watered for God's glory, right? Time is short and the days are evil. So how do you allocate your time portfolio? Something to think about. Spend a little time on that. All right, thanks for joining me on today's Bite of Wisdom. I hope it was helpful, and hopefully I'll check you guys out tomorrow. Peace out.